What's good, people? Welcome back to another episode of Season 2 London Boy Podcast. It's your host, Vinny, back again with David. David, what's going on, my brother?
Hey man, I'm all good. I'm all good. What about you?
Yeah, that's great, man. That's great, man. Yeah, what do you think of the content recently, man? I've been trying to differentiate, trying to keep it consistent, man.
Yeah, it's your YouTube. You do what you want with it. Like
Yeah,
it's a creative platform, so you can do whatever you
exactly,
want.
exactly. And are you excited about the topic of today?
Yeah. So the topic today is winner's mindset.
Yeah, winner's mindset, and what can you tell me about that, man? What does that mean to you? That concept.
So for example, if you've got like a goal, right,
You got to go, yeah.
and you've got a goal, and then you achieve that goal, then you've got a winner's mindset. You've done that, And it could be a simple little thing like, for example, uh, doing some reading and a workout
Hmm.
like every other day or every day or whatever. That's like a winner's mindset. You keep it up.
Mm.
You're consistent with your stuff, and then that's great.
Yeah, man.
And even like bigger goals as well, like bigger achievements in life. It could be like, I don't know, passing a test,
Yeah.
uh, getting a promotion, etc.
Hmm.
That's also in this mindset.
Yeah, my definition is of winner's mindset is similar to yours. Like my one basically means you're doing everything you can each day. You're doing the most. You're not trying to waste your hours. You're trying to get the most out of all your hours. It's a bit like the YouTube thing, when I've been uploading nearly every day. It might not be a podcast, but it might be a vlog or you know what I mean, or a workout video. Just do the most, and yeah, you're putting the work in all areas of your life. Whether it be financial, whether it be physical, you're going to the gym, whether it be like a passion project you've got. Like you're putting you're all into it. But
Hmm.
at the same time, mate, it's easier said than done, man. Because there will be days when you feel burnt out, or days when you feel unmotivated, and that's what's going to differentiate the winners from the losers. So that's where the winner's mindset kicks in, where you feel like, oh, I was working all day, or I was doing this all day. I'm too tired to go to the gym, or I feel unmotivated. But the winner's mindset is basically like discipline. You're gonna do it anyway, because you're a winner, and this
Mm,
is you. This is what you're about.
mm.
And yeah,
But
man.
even if you're trying to get there as well, it's still kind of a winner's mindset.
Yeah, yeah, trying to get there, but like I said, man, they say, that quote, the best roads are the roads less traveled, because if something was easy to do, don't you think everybody will be doing it, man?
Yeah,
Like, if, for example, if going to the gym and achieving your dream body, whether it be your ripped body of your dreams, or your dream physique, if going to the gym and grinding it out in the gym was so easy, don't you think everybody would have their dream body?
yeah, obviously.
It's a bit like a business as
But it's
well,
not
man.
like that. It's not like that. It's not like that at all.
It's not that simple, is it?
Life isn't that simple in general.
Exactly. Life isn't simple. Life is actually hard, but the winner's mindset is what makes you think. Yeah, sometimes will get rough. Sometimes things might not go the way I want them to go, but you carry on anyway, and you keep going for it, man. You keep going for yours.
It's like you can even be silver spooned, yeah,
Yeah.
and still not have a winner's mindset.
Exactly, man. It's like a lot of celebrities. Yeah, a lot of celebrity kids.
Yeah,
Let's say if your dad is, I don't know, your dad's Michael Jackson, or your dad is Prince, or whatever. Because you was born into such a massive foundation, a lot of these kids, they end up doing drugs, man.
mm,
A lot of these kids, they fall into bad habits, and 100% they'll always live in the shadow of their famous or successful parents.
yeah. It's like the Michael Jackson kids, isn't it?
Yeah,
The
man.
three of them.
A lot of those kids were doing drugs and stuff, man. But
Yeah,
But even then, even if you was born in a rich family or a silver spoon, whatever you want to call it, you could. It's so easy to squander it. So the winner's mindset is, yeah, I was born into riches and wealth, but I'm gonna do my bit to grow what I've got. What I was fortunate enough to have, I'm gonna grow it. Well, I'm gonna push my own envelope and make something happen out of my life as well. You know,
Mm.
because it's so easy to get complacent when things are going very smooth. It's like you obviously know 50 Cent, yeah. He
Mm.
talks about in his book where when you achieve a certain level of success, life becomes easier, and then that's
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you become like a blunt knife. You know what I mean by blunt knife.
You just don't give a fuck anymore. You know,
Yeah,
you just
because
go with it.
exactly because you've achieved that first level of success, your knife gets blunt, and you just become lazy, and you get too comfortable, and that's where the knife becomes blunt, and you become weaker. So that's why people like like Dwayne Johnson and 50 Cent and that Kevin Hart, they might be multi-millionaires, but they're still on their grind because they got to keep sharp. They got to sharpen their tools, or else they're gonna become like that blunt knife, and probably
Mm.
lose their wealth and waste it or some crap like that.
It's crazy. Hopefully we don't get that. You know, the blunt knife
Nah, man, you want to
in the
keep your tools
future.
sharp and keep grafting with them and keep creating stuff. Keep working towards your goals, man. Whether it be you want to save X amount or you want to do, you want to achieve a certain body or a certain weight. You gotta keep going, man.
Mm. How do you sort of keep motivated to like get to like a winner's mindset? Like how do you keep motivated to keep striving and keep going on?
So argument for me, it used to be I wanted to achieve success. So that's what kept me motivated. And then it sort of switched, and now my motivation is I want to avoid failure because
Mm.
I know that if I don't stay on my toes and I slip up, I'm gonna fuck myself. I'm gonna mess myself up.
Mm.
So so now the way I move is I do everything I can to sort of stay sharp, stay on my toes, and not fail. And part of it that made me aware of it recently is the lockdown, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bruv. At the beginning of the lockdown, I was 15 and a half stone. I was, for my height, my muscle build, I was fairly lean. That's a decent weight. Especially if you've got like muscle and stuff. Now I'm 17 stone, man. So now my aim,
Are you trying to lose weight?
of course, man, 17 stone, man. If I
Yeah.
another 3 stone, I'll be on the obesity scale, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like obviously you've seen me recently. I'm not. Be honest. Like I'm not over. How do I look in it? I'm not obese, but I put on weight, right?
Yeah. Well, like for me, I wasn't really sort of looking or concentrating like that, and
Yeah.
also when I last saw you, you had that coat on it as well. So,
But you can
but
admit I've gained weight since the lockdown.
well, since lockdown, yeah, obviously you've just proved it. You know, you've weighed yourself,
Yeah.
and you've proved it.
Exactly. So now, for me, that's physical failure. Well, I'm not failed physically, but I'm trying to avoid obesity. I'm trying to avoid getting to a certain level of body mass and fat that I'm gonna struggle and get health problems. So now my grind is to lose weight and keep doing my thing at the gym, but fix up on the eating pattern and
Yeah.
add cardio to my routine. That's a winner's mindset because I've got the plan now. I've got the strategy in order. I know what I'm gonna do, and now it's just time to apply it.
Do you feel like your metabolism is going?
I'll be honest. When I first started gym about 5 6 years ago, I was about 18. My metabolism was very fast. Now, since I've slowed down, and when I was 18, I weighed 75 kilograms. Yeah, and then in that
Mm.
5 year period, when I became 15 stone, I was about 95 kg, and so I put on about 20 kg of probably muscle and fat, bit of both. In that time frame of 6 years, my metabolism slowed down. And now that I'm about 110, 17 stone, 110 kg equivalent, yeah, my metabolism is slow because when you overindulge your body with different food, it's gonna take time for your body to break down that food, right?
Yeah.
So now I have to go on sort of like a food detox, drink more water, have portion meals. I can try and eat more home cooked meals.
Well, it didn't help that we had a Chinese buffet, but
Yeah, but
but
you got to live sometimes. You got to live sometimes.
yeah,
I know because of that buffet tomorrow, I'm gonna work extra hard at the gym.
yeah.
So like, give me an example of your winner mindset, something that you've slipped up on recently and you're trying to make right, and you're currently working towards.
Mm, okay, so I'm gonna answer the first part of the question is,
Yeah.
what is a winner's mindset for me? And a winner's mindset is literally just having a goal. That's in my life. I like to say I'm quite calculated,
Yeah.
and I have sort of like, it's in a bad way. It's kind of sort of puts pressure on myself, and then I get stressed on myself, putting pressure on myself,
Yeah, I'm
which
like
is
that
kind of
as well at
bad.
work and stuff. Yeah.
But it's how I work, and I like it like that because it just makes me focus on my stuff.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, I just have a goal to aim for, and I try to achieve it to the best I can as soon as possible. Um, and the second part of your question um, was it failure? You said, or
Yeah, is
something
there
that I'm
something
doing
that
wrong?
you've let yourself down or slipped up on recently, and you're trying to make it right and improve from that?
Yeah, I'd say with like the reading. I was going reading quite a lot 2 months ago, I'd say.
Yeah.
And then quite recently, I've just been having sort of, I do have the time. I do have the time to read and
Yeah.
sort of sit down, etc. But like the thing is, when I was reading, I usually sort of like read over like a page or like a page or two, and then just soak it in.
Yeah.
And then once I'm done, I don't need that I don't need to reread that book. I know already what's pretty much inside of it. But I do need to catch up with some reading and dedicate some time to that, because there's one book I still need to read, and and 3 books I need to read. So
Yeah,
yeah.
you'll get them, and just like I said, bro, winner's mindset. Just keep putting the effort in. Do all that can be done each day, man.
Yeah, definitely. And it's the same for anyone that's listening in as well. Like, if you're struggling sort of fitness wise, like with really, like, or even just sort of struggling with sort of like your personal life and organization and sort of your schedule and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Once you get into that mindset of doing something positive, then yeah, you will become a winner.
All right.
The smallest things you can become a winner over as well.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. And here's the second part of winner's mindset that a lot of people struggle with. So I've tend to experience like when I go against the grain, or when you go against the grain generally, not everyone will be rocking with what you do. You're going to face some sort of opposition, or you're going to face some sort of brick wall where you have to sort of, it's going to be demotivating, but you have to readjust your course and carry on.
Yeah, obviously.
I'll give you an example. This podcast, when we first started, it was simply, a new idea in my head, which I won't lie to you, man. I like talking, I like learning new things, and doing it myself and talking about my experience. Like, I've always wanted to create content, but I never really had the mind to or the confidence, because a lot of people have been very judgmental. So I managed to get past that. So at the beginning with the content, a lot of people, wanted to jump on. A lot of people said, "Yeah, I'll do this with you and I'll do that with you." Maybe at the time it literally seemed like a motive, one or two videos in, and then when I kept it consistent, I noticed the same people at the beginning weren't supportive, and the biggest support I've received with this were probably from a select few, including yourself, and probably strangers. But it is going to be demotivating when people are not rocking with your ideas and your ambitions and your goals. But that's when the winner's mindset kicks in, and you think, you know what, I don't give a crap anymore. I'm still going to release stuff regardless if they like it or not.
Mm.
Have you ever, I'm sure you've had like an idea where people haven't been supportive or haven't been rocking with it?
Yeah, I think everyone can. Well, a lot of people can relate to you.
Yeah.
You know, um, I can myself. You're obviously going through it right now, and there's probably other people listening in and going through the same thing too. But the thing is, you're just doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for other people.
Exactly.
That's the most beneficial thing you can do.
You're doing it for yourself, and that's where the winner's mindset is all about, man. You've got to be your own number one supporter. You've got to be your own best friend. You've got to be your own worker, your own boss, and just keep going and keep yourself accountable.
Yeah, definitely, man. I 100% agree.
Definitely, man. And I'll give you another example, man. It's like, you remember we were talking about it last time. My main Instagram page that I've built up over the years just locked me off all of a sudden, and I haven't been able to access it. And most of the traffic for this channel was through that page. We'd average about 100 views on that, if not more. And yeah, now I couldn't get the same traffic, so that's why now I had to sort of readjust my course, switch up the channel a little bit, and just keep it consistent. It's so easy to feel demotivated when you hit a brick wall like that. But that's gonna differentiate the winners from the losers. What just because you face one obstacle, are you gonna pack up your bags and stop and leave, or are you gonna keep going regardless what people think or if they're rocking with you or not?
Well, one thing I should say to the people,
Yeah.
including you and including myself, is to say fuck people. Honestly, like
Yeah.
you got friends and this and family and that, but you're just doing it for you. You've got your own set of eyes and ears and mouth and your own body. Just do you. Make yourself happy.
Exactly,
Like
man.
fuck everyone else. Don't You're not doing it for this or someone or whatever. You're just doing it for you. So
Yeah, 100%, man. It's like you say that, and I completely agree. But it's the same with any business, man, or anything, content, whatever. Without people, without an audience, like without pushing to get an audience or pushing to get clients, your thing isn't gonna achieve what you want it to achieve, right? And yeah, you could do it on your own, right? You can do it on your own, but when you feel like you're the only one pushing the wagon, or you and two, three other people are probably the only ones pushing the wagon, it can get demotivating. But like you said, man, like forget everyone else, man. Like people show their true colors, don't they? They show their true colors. So just focus on yourself and on what you want to do. Stop comparing yourself, stop holding people accountable, and hold yourself accountable.
exactly, man. Exactly.
So yeah.
So is there another little subheading
Alright,
to this?
so we spoke about what winner's mindset is. We spoke about facing the obstacles that differentiate the winners from the losers. Let's speak going forward. without saying too much. Give me some examples of some goals you're trying to achieve, whether it be in the near future or in the long term future, and you're keeping on your grind every day to achieve those goals. You're doing everything you can do each day for it.
So can you repeat the question?
So, what goals are you striving to achieve right now?
uh, what goals am I striving to achieve right now?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I've got some personal ones that I want to achieve, and better fitness wise as well. You know,
So, for example,
I think that's
you don't have to say too much, but let's say you mentioned fitness. Are you trying
fitness.
to
Yeah,
gain weight? Are you trying to lose weight? What exactly are you trying to achieve on that?
I'm just trying to tone up a little bit and gain a little bit of weight. Like, I don't want too much weight. Obviously, I don't want to be like some big bulky guy. I don't want that. You know, I just want to be lean, a little bit more leaner. But
So you wanna look lean and healthy, basically.
yeah. More like athletic than sort of like full on bodybuilder type. You know.
Yeah.
So if I can achieve that, then I'll be happy. You know. So
100%.
I need to go for more runs.
Yeah,
Actually,
me too. Me too.
and that'll definitely achieve it. What about yourself? What's your goals?
So I like to split my goals into different categories. So I've got a financial goal, which I'm trying to save an X amount by a certain time. A fitness goal where I'm trying to lose a bit of fat and put on muscle, tone up. I've got a mental goal, which I'm trying to read more, learn more, and get more tickets underneath my belt, so that I do more courses, get more certifications, all that sort of stuff. And apart from that, I've got a creative goal, which is this channel. I'm just trying to post stuff consistently on here, help build a following and give people some value, some inspiration. And I've also got a social goal, which is a bit redundant at this point in time, which is to go on holiday at some point, but that just has to be put on pause. That social goal and whatever you want to call it, social entertainment goal, that's just on the back burner right now.
100% agree with you, man.
But apart from that, as long as you're
100% agree.
taking care of your financial, your physical, and your mental, you'll do fine, man. You'll do fine.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Like, well, I think people listening in as well, you just set a little goal, try and achieve it, and then it doesn't have to be like anything like crazy or um, like you have to risk your savings and all your money and stuff like that. We're not trying to say that. We're just trying to say to achieve some basic goals, get motivated, and then just stick it out. To have the consistency just to keep going and never sort of give up.
Keep going, and then this Winners Minds episode, it reminds me a bit of the goal setting episode, where you have to sort of like visualize what you want, and yeah, just keep going, because you never know, man. You never know when that shot is gonna hit the target. It's like remember I told you I was speaking to the YouTuber King Richards, and I asked him, have you got any tips like to build your YouTube following, right? And he just said, like, listen, keep the videos consistent. You get some content creators, they've been pumping out videos for over a year. They still average minimal views, and then they hit that one video that blows up. So just keep going, because you never know when you're gonna hit, that target that's gonna be either your big break or that one sales lead that's going to get you the most money, you know. So yeah, man, that's what I've got to say about this. Are you still there? Alright, people, that about sums up the Winner's Mindset episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and yeah, keep up to date. We've got a lot more content coming. The quality is going to improve over time. We're going to have different types of content. Tune in for fitness videos as well. Tune in for motivational. Tune in for podcasts just like this. Tune in for lifestyle vlogs as well. You know, when life gets a bit more interesting, we're going to throw a bit more live streams and vlogs in there. So yeah, peace out everybody. London Boy Podcast. I'm out.